Happy Halloween, everybody! Watch out, Jason is looking for you. No, it's not Jason, it's just me, Carlos. Welcome back. This is episode 20th. It's been a few days since the last episode, but fear not, I have been actually making progress. I found that this time, let me just mute this video. Okay, just need to check my audio. That is actually working. It is working. So essentially, what I've been doing the last few days, it's been a lot of busy work when it comes to the game. So I reached to a point in which I need to start connecting a lot of data, a lot of pieces of information and game objects and classes and things like that for it to work, to starting to bring it all together. So I've been working on this game. Now officially it's June, July, August, September, October. My god, it's 5 months. 5 full months now. Every day I've been making progress in this game. Some days I managed to get a lot of progress done. Some days it's just like 10 minutes. So my deal is that every day I want to make some progress on this project. That way one day it'll be completed. I was thinking that maybe I'll have the outside world completed by the end of the year, which I'm still hoping that I will. It's getting there. Because as you can see here, GitHub is tracking my progress. Every green dot right here you see is the day that I actually push a commit, the contribution to my own projects, or this is mixed with my work stuff. So not all of that is obviously this game, but a lot of that is Zelda, right? So last time, so this is the repository. Last time, I came to a point in which I need to start wiring things behind scenes. It's not as fun, it's not as interest for you guys, so I decided to do that behind the scenes. Essentially, I had to create also a lot of my own resources. For example, I created this map, not the map itself, but the numbering right here. I created this spreadsheet right here, which essentially is saying, so there's all these stores, all these shops, all these caves, entrances around the world, all these black dots right here. If you're familiar with the game, I'm gonna assume that you're familiar with the game, right? Because that's why you're here. So they're all different, and they all have a different merchant. They all have a different amount of items that you can either purchase or just grab. Some entrances just take you to a person asking you to give them money because you broke the door. There's the other instance in which, in the opposite, a moblin gives you some rupees just because he's cool and he's betraying Ganon and he's kind of wanting to help you. There is the medicine lady selling you medicine, and the old man giving you a letter. So there's all these kind of different scenarios. There's also the gambling site that you can actually choose 1 out of 3 rupees, and one of them actually makes you win some rupees, the other 2 take rupees away from you, right? So essentially how does this work? Once again, I'm gonna do a quick recap of the whole thing, right? The whole thing. For those who might be the first time joining, thank you. Essentially, if I zoom out, you'll see this is the map. The Legend of Zelda map. All made in Unity now, it's in 3D. It's all there. It's been there now for a few months. This the first thing I did was lay out the full map of the game, like an entire map like this. Put it on the floor. And then you start building from it, adding all the bushes, the caves, the water, mountains, everything. And then I start working on the enemies. The enemies are all here. I put them all here because this is my testing ground. This is where I was testing the AI, the attacks, checking that they don't get stuck, that they actually shoot what they're supposed to be shooting, dish damage, take damage, all that. So it's all here. That took a while, and then I started making all the items. So the items also took a little bit of time because each item does a different thing and it has to be properly implemented. And then what I'm doing now is on every dungeon, I'm placing the items that you can actually find inside that dungeon. Like I said before, the first thing I'm going to be doing is implement fully the outside world. So all these, right? Make sure that it works. Make sure that everything that happens on the outside world, it's reflective of what happened in the original game, right? This is where I am, and this is what I'm trying to... hello, Minx, that's my little cat. What I'm trying to finish by the end of the year. I'm probably gonna get there, provided that there's nothing major goes wrong. But yeah, essentially the reason why I'm putting all the items out here is because there's no dungeons. There's you cannot walk in this tree right now. And this is a tail. This is a tail of a torty cat. There, behold. And she's been helping. Yeah, she's very helpful. And so what I'm doing is essentially I'm gonna replicate the fact that you walk to this place, and then imagine that you did go inside the dungeon and got everything that you could out of it, which is the bow, the boomerang, heart container, and a triforce. And I'm doing that on every dungeon, right? So this is level 4, and in here, as you can see, you will be getting the ladder, and as always you will get a piece of triforce and a heart container. And right now all items are functional. 90% of the instances, they work, they do what they're supposed to do. I also create the menu, the sub menu. You can grab these ones, and so essentially what I'm gonna do, the point that I'm trying to reach is that Link will be able to walk around. It's gonna be placed in the beginning of the game, which, let me just play it, see, to show you more or less what it looks like right now. And just recently I was playing with the camera, so it was kind of like unplayable for a while because the camera was all weird. But there you go. So this is the iconic start scene. And there you are. So you have absolutely nothing. If I press start, it pauses the game. As you can see, this rock is kind of floating in place now. And you start with basically nothing. There's nothing in your inventory. There's no triforce pieces. You have no rupees, no bombs, no nothing. And you start only with 3 hearts. Just like in the original game. So if I try to attack... Oh, damn it. Somehow I have boomerangs on me. Okay, that's a good thing. I need to make sure that that's not the case. But now this is something that is new, and I want to show you. I'm gonna enter the store, and as you can see now, yep, I am sure enough in the shop. And the original iconic "It's dangerous to go alone" take this place. And in here, the camera is fixed. Link is, moving around, but the camera is not following him just because it's one single room. So I figure that this is probably enough. And the old guy is there. The text is correct when coming from this entrance, right? And so I'm going to come here and I'm going to grab the sword, lift it on top of your head, which is one of the things I think I showed on the previous video. And now Link has a sword, right? And also, for example, if I touch the fire, it hits me, it hurts me, right? So then if I get out, I appear back here again. So in order for me to do that, okay, so let me, for example, go into another cave. I'm gonna go right there, going here. Okay, now I'm in a different cave. And this one is Let's Play a Money Making Game. So it's the same dude. And this time, this is where you would grab one of these coins or rupees, and one of them would be the lucky one. Right now, that's not implemented yet. I need to do that at some point. But essentially, what I've been working on is that the game should know, and there's already one error here, like the texting that is not being reset. I need to do that. I might do it today here with you. So the game needs to know where does this cave is. That's the location. And so what kind of things is gonna spawn in the shop. And the way I did it, it's not that I created how many 63 shops. No, what I did is just created one shop. I'm gonna go into the world editor right here, and as you see, it's just placed here randomly floating around in the south of the game. So this is not gonna be visible for the player when he's running around in the world. But this is just a one fixed location, fixed place, because the shops in the game are essentially what you can see right here is what is the common denominator for every shop, right? It's just like a black floor and a mountainous background and 2 fire bombs right there. Bonfires, not fire bombs. And yeah, so what it differs on every time is the kind of merchant that you can have, the kind of items that you can or cannot have, and the text. So what does the merchant is gonna tell you? Yeah, so that's gonna be spawn dynamic. And so I needed to make a relationship of, for example, what I'm showing here. I was showing entrance number 58. So I had to make a reference, a numerical reference for each of these entrances. If I Let me just show you here. There, I have this entrance identifier. So every entrance has a different number. So this is 58. This is 49, 48, so on and so forth. And even the ladders that are hidden. For example, there's a ladder here hidden underneath this bush. This one is entrance 59, because those are essentially the same deal, right? There's just the same behavior. They're gonna take you to a cave, and they're gonna spawn different things. So this is what I did. I went online, I looked for some resources, looked for a map, and actually I found some really good ones. Thank God, because it would be kind of hard otherwise. Let me show you the world map with spoilers. So I don't know who made this map, but it's been so helpful. It was really helpful here. I wish I found it earlier, because, you know, I was actually playing the game. I was actually playing the game and making a list in my Excel sheet what each cave had. Like, what were the contents of each. Let me go back to my. Open a new tab. And then open a new tab. Right? So imagine I start playing the game, and then you go to this cave right here. And then I was adding the coordinates. So identifier 1 to 63, like I show you, right? So 63 locations in my thing, 1 to 3, all the way to 63. And then the location, the coordinates, right? So this is B1 is 1, D1 is 2, E1 is 3, and so on and so forth. And then this is the variables that I was talking to you about. So the merchant, you know, what kind of merchant, which merchant is going to be running the show on every entrance that you go through. And then what does he or she say to you when you enter. And then there's the wares. You can have up to 3 wares in every cave, right? You can have a left ware, a middle ware, or a right ware. And in some instances, you only have 1 in the middle, like in the sword, the wood sword that you just saw. Like, that's just spawning the middle ware. And some other cases, you only have 2 of them. When you choose, for example, the heart container and the red health potion, you only have left and right middleware. So in those cases, the middleware is not spawned. And then right here, I put a comment. You know, is it a hidden cave, or it's bombable, or you have to burn it, the bush to enter, or is it just plain open to the world for it to see? Right. So this is nice. So this is kind of what I built based on this map and playing the game, like half of them. But then I realized that in this website it's fantastic, because you click on it and it shows you what's there. So I didn't have to go around the game, which was, I always like playing this game, but this saves a lot of time. So I could see, oh, okay, so this cave right here, the one I just clicked, it has the blue merchant, or I call it this guy the merchant, plain merchant. And then you have the magical shield, you have the bomb, and then you have the arrow. And then how much are they, right? Because you can have 3 items, but the items, the good thing about, or the interesting thing about this game is that the same item can be sold for different prices in different locations. So it pays for you to go around, shop around and try to find a better deal. For example, this is a very expensive magical shield. You can find it for 90 rupees in some other stores, which on top of my head, let's see if I remember, you can find this cheap shield right here, 90. There you go. And you also get the meat, which is 100. I think this is the cheapest or the only price you can get it for. No, you get it for 60? I can't remember. I think the meat. Anyway, doesn't matter, guys. So I don't want to start like getting too sidetracked. So essentially that, right? Making all those relationships here. And once I had these, I had a, the data, the raw data that now, of course, it's good to have it here. Extract it from the game into a spreadsheet. And then from the spreadsheet, I needed to put it in code, because that's ultimately what the game is going to be looking at. And so the way I did it is, let me just make it a bit bigger, this shop manager, starting from the top. Essentially, the game manager, cares about the player, cares about the camera, because now I have 2 cameras. There's a camera that follows links around in the world, And once you enter a cave, as I show you, you're gonna be teleported to this place right here, and there's a camera here just sitting there. And then when you enter a shop, you swap cameras. You turn one camera off, the world camera off, and the shop camera on. And when you exit the shop, similarly, you have to remember where you came from. So I can put Link back where he came from, if here or here or here or here, and change the camera so to the world camera that Link's now gonna be using to move around the world. And then there's going to be a merchant prefab, so this is like a variable, so a location in which a merchant is going to spawn. The right merchant is going to spawn. The leftware, middleware, rightware, like I said. The merchant speech, which is always variable, like I just said before. And also the price of each ware, right? There's a rupee image, and by a rupee image, if you noticed, and for example here, no, that's not it. You just have to go back to the website that I was showing you. This one, right? So there's this rupee and there's X, symbol, and the actual text. So I had to replicate that, and so I added it to in the code. So this is essentially your variables. This is where all this information is gonna be relevant later on. And then I linked all the possible NPCs, which could be the old merchant with round ears or the old merchant with pointy ears, which this is a very subtle thing unless you're really knowledgeable about this game. There's actually two old men. Like the one that gives you the sword is a human, has round ears, but the merchants inside the dungeons, they have pointy ears and the robe is a tiny bit different. The people speculate that they're Hylians and stuff, but it's interesting. The green merchant, blue merchant, red merchant. I explained this in previous videos that the color of the merchant always kind of matches the color of your tunic, and this is because in the original game they did that to save on memory. It's not necessary to do that right now. I have plenty of memory to go around, but I want to be faithful to the original game. And also there's an old woman merchant, which is already all created and ready to rock and roll. And the Moblin merchant, which is a Moblin, but a Moblin that I had to remove the attack AI. A Moblin that just need to be stay still and not attack Link, but this is gonna be a friendly one that's gonna give you money. And then all the kind of items that you may find in these shops, I have to place them here. So wire them up so they're ready for it to be created, depending on which entrance you take. Now there's also I had to hard code some coordinates, but in the end I didn't use them, so I'm gonna delete that. This is important. So this is the merchant speech. So all the text bubbles that you might see in these caves are right here. Boy, this is really expensive. Boy, you're rich. Buy medicine before you go. Buy something, will ya? And so on and so forth. And then silence, because you can also have silence, which is a double quote. Okay, so with that, then I start making this massive switch case method, in which essentially when I enter a cave, I just need to know the identifier, the number, right? And then based on that number, you're gonna switch. You're gonna switch, or you're gonna check which number is it, right? For example, if it's number 1, then it means that Link has entered this cave, right? As per my beautiful here, right? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. For example, if I go in this one, what's gonna happen in code is you're gonna instantiate the old merchant with round ears. It's gonna be the regular old man, and he's gonna say merchant speech 13, which going back here is pay me for the door the door repair. So this is gonna be one of the bad cases in which you find a cave, you think you get all excited, and in the end it's just you get money taken from you, so it sucks. So that's what happens, and then that's it. That's pretty much it. This one is kind of easy. Let me show you one that actually this is more interesting. Number 6, which is all the way here. What happens in this one? It's gonna be the merchant, the green merchant to begin with, and then it's gonna tell you buy something, will ya? So it's a proper shop, and it's gonna instantiate the magical shield prefab on the leftware position with a 160 price tag, and then the key prefab in the middle by 100 rupees, expensive, and the blue candle prefab on the right side with a price of 60, and that's it. So this is how I am spawning things on each cave. So this was a little bit painful to do. It's not because it's difficult, it's just because you have to be meticulous about what's on each place. And that was the first half. And then the second half is, as you can see, I have current shop identifier. So when you enter a shop, this number is important not only to instantiate, these items, but also to know where to put Link back again in the map when he exits the shop. So, for example, I instantiate all the contents. I set this variable current shop identifier as 31. And then when you go through all the shops, 63 shops, that's it, that's the last one. And then you have another similar one, which is the exit shop or cave, I called it. You need to know that number, the identifier. So when you call this method, you pass no, you don't pass anything. It's already saved in memory, the current shop identifier. And so, for example, if you came in through 1, then that means you're gonna put Link in this position. So this was also a little bit painful because I had to go around the map and checking in the world what coordinates are, where each, just outside of the door. For example, when you exit this door, Link should appear right here. So I just had to kind of like check, okay, so what position is here, and there's also this position where you can put the player here, these coordinates here and here and here. So that's also something I had to do for each and every one of these places. There might be a better method. I'm not gonna lie, this is not very great for a couple of reasons. This is more for like prototype right now. It works, but in the original game, Link not just appears, and this is what I'm gonna show you what I mean if I play the game. It's just loading. Okay, so I'm right here, right? So I go in the original game. Yeah, okay, you go in, and then it has like a little animation that I don't know, seems like it's going down the stairs, like, and yeah, you come in the store, you grab the sword, and then when you walk out, what happens right now, because I'm still working on it, is just kind of get teleported here, and Link is placed right here, which is a coordinate, like a raw coordinate that I hard coded, depending on which case, in which shop identifier is set in memory. So that's what happened. So what I could have done instead, and I'm gonna get killed there, it's okay. It's just kind of like save this game object and then just kind of like spawn Link from it and push him forward towards the camera, and that way it look better. I don't have to hard code the coordinates, and it might actually be good or better to make the actual animation that Link is just emerging from the shop, like climbing stairs out, like in the original game. But I just needed to make some progress, and this was quick and dirty, and even though it wasn't that quick, but it works. It's still dirty. Okay, so this is kind of the things that I was working since last time we had a streaming right here. So this is where I am. And so, for example, I got the sword, and I can go around now. If I go to another shop, see, this is a problem. So this guy, it's correct. It's a secret to everybody. That's correct. The modeling is correct. It's just that the modeling should be facing Link. It's kind of like facing the wrong direction. It shouldn't do that. And also this rupee right now, I cannot grab it. So I need to fix that, which is something I might do as soon as possible if I don't get killed. And as you can see, I'm not resetting correctly the numbers, and I think the speech bubble seems like I am, but not the price tags. So I'm gonna go, for example, head to the oh my god, I might actually not make it, and I still can walk on water. I need to fix that. And if I come here, check it out, I can grab the Triforce with two hands and lift it in the head. I have heart container. I don't know why is it not lifting it anymore. I need to fix that. Okay, I have the bow. and I have the boomerang, right? And now I can throw boomerangs, and the boomerang works, right? So if I go to another castle, see, I need to implement also the fact that, you know, that with a candle you should be able to burn this bush, so you could actually go in the anyway, I got killed. Boom, dead. And that's it, and this 30 stays firmly put in there. So I need to reset that. I need to reset the prices of the caves, because otherwise they're just gonna overlap every time I go in there. So anyway, I'm just gonna be doing some work now, and sometimes when I'm kind of like doing the code, I might need to think and like cannot be talking all that much, so I hope you don't mind. But this is where I'm at the moment. Okay, so let's see. What I was working on is the camera. Everything needs a little bit polish and refinement, but the spawn shop contents. Okay, so when you exit the shop, every time you exit the shop, you can despawn the shop contents. Now this thing is called, in every case, it's kind of unnecessary because it doesn't matter where you get out from. I just need to call it once. Here, yeah, and then all these I can actually delete them. So what I'm gonna do is just replace them with nothing. So all of them are gone, and I just need to put the one here. Does that work? Haha, it does. Nice. Okay, a little bit better. Just really the okay. The current shop identifier is resetted back to 0. The merchant text silence 19, which is silence, right? So now the price tags need to be also, for example, this one, right? Price text should be nothing. Should be text equals nothing. Can do the same for left and middle. Middle. There you go. Excellent. Okay, so that's gonna make sure that the price is reset. Okay, now the moblin dude. The moblin dude was facing the other way. Let me find moblin. Quaternion identity. Moblin merchant. Transform position. Quaternion identity. Maybe not quaternion identity. It should be Euler. No. What is it? Euler coordinates? No. Oh god. Do I have one? Local Euler transform Euler angles. Delta rotation. Quaternion Euler. How do you spell that? Something like this. This helps. Quaternion oh. So you're gonna turn it in 180. See if that works. So where is the merchant? Just to see if that works. Case 9. Case 9. 9's just way too far. I need to find another one. Moblin. Moblin 50, 49, 52, 49 here. Okay, so I just check here. Easy. So let's go back to the game. So that one? Let's see. Not gonna bother getting the sword, just go straight to the cave. Oh, it's not. Why? Also, this dude, this moblin, doesn't need to be moving at all. Maybe that's the problem. No. It's because I didn't update him. I updated other dude, 49. 49, right? 49. Moblin merchant. Okay, let's try it. Nice. I don't know if I like that he's moving now. Maybe I should remove the animation for this particular guy. Like, what is he doing? Ow. The text is kind of covering him a little bit. Maybe I'll work on the camera position a bit later. But for now, okay, so at least he's facing me. So I just need to replace every Moblin merchant instance. Moblin merchant. Merchant. To this. That. Nope. This Moblin, man, it's like makes you want to know more about this Moblin. Why is he giving you money? He's supposed to be your enemy because he seems to work for Ganon, but maybe he's sick of Ganon. Maybe he's sick of his bullshit, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you all my money because you might be the one who's actually gonna kick his ass, and finally we won't have to do what he says. I think there's a very good story there. Should be like a spin-off of that Moblin. That's a good idea. The Moblin that stood against Ganon and actually team up with you. That'd be cool. Maybe once I fork this game, because I cannot publish this game for obvious reasons, I'll fork this game into kind of something similar. And in that game you will have a Moblin ally. Or not. Okay, so that's one problem. And then, yeah, the Moblin was moving around. Let me just check his animation. Because he is a different prefab. Because he doesn't attack you. He doesn't have the AI to attack you, that particular merchant Moblin. So, shops and caves. Oh, it should be here. Shops and caves. Moblin merchant. This guy, right? So this is the prefab. He... why is he moving? Script enemy. It's... Collider. Why does he look like he's walking if this thing is off? Let me see. Merchant. I think he has another scripting here. Aha! Simple frame animator. Okay, so he doesn't need to have that simple frame animator. So now he's gonna stay in place. Let me see. Let's see. So let's check this cave once again. See if the Moblin is just standing still. Yes, he is. Very stoic. It's a secret to everybody. But I cannot take this rupee, so maybe that's the next thing I need to do. I cannot grab this. What? Well, this is not good. What? What happened here? Far out. Exit shop ID is 0. I think I'm despawning things incorrectly then. Ah, damn. I hate that. Like, it was working and us not. Okay, one step forward, 2 step back. Let's see, does it happen in the same in every cave? Yeah, okay, so there's something is wrong. Let's see. Huh, must be despawn shop contents. Ah, I know. This spawn shop contents should not. Okay, this is a problem. This thing sets the identifier to 0 when you exit, right? Which makes sense. The problem is that I'm setting it to 0 before it runs case 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So here, this shouldn't be here. The order of things matter, so I can do it here, and that should do the trick. So once again, let's check. Can't get mad, like that was my mistake, so it's alright. That's what they say, when computers make a mistake, they're still right. Because the mistake was made by the human. They just blindly follow what you told them to do. So check it out. So now I go out, and sure enough, I'm here. And now, for example, another thing that we were trying to do is that I'm going to come here. There's a 30, and this 30 should disappear when I go out. Yes, so it's not polluting the screen anymore. So essentially everything, you know, something that is not appearing. There is a panel, like a behind the text, to make it easier to be read. It's did I put it here? See, black speech panel. Yeah, so that one, I don't know why am I not doing anything with it. Yep. So for example, panel for like that. So imagining that works, then I will have to deactivate it when I leave the cave. I need to set it to false. So essentially this little method here, the spawn shop contents, is just clean up the shop, because it's just one shop that I made, right? So I just shop that recycles everything. So I need to be careful with that. And to test it, we said this is 58, right? So I'm just gonna try that in 58 here. Extension merchant speech. Let's see if that works. Maybe it's not gonna work, because yeah, this set active sometimes doesn't work like the way I think it does. Let's see. So nope, it doesn't work. So why is it not? Shops and caves, the UI, canvas, speech, background. There. So this is the image. So it's not is a speech background panel image. Find component image, and the image itself set active and set unactive. So this is a lot easier to read, but it does cover the face of the merchant. And I don't know if on bigger text is gonna still work, but yeah, I need to rework the camera on this thing. But essentially I need to turn on and off. It's the image, not the whole thing. So I'm gonna turn it off, and panel, find component, get component image, is not validating. What? In the given context. To find component. Let me see. Speech background. Let me see. Get component in children image. Maybe I know. Maybe I'll just leave it on, and then when the game runs, start method. And then like that. False. Okay. Then 58. Here. And at the end, false. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, but that one's gonna look kind of crap in there all the time. So if I start, it's gonna disappear when I run the game. And then, so I don't love it. It's there, good. And when I get out, it's gonna disappear. So that's okay. But it kind of bothers me when it's here in the. Okay, I can live with it for now. What now? I cannot get items for some reason. Let's see why not. For example, if I go to this shop, because I already implemented the logic to pick up items and to put them in your inventory. Here, also this 160 is kind of like not positioned correctly. Now, why? If I, let's see here, what's happening? So the key or the candle blue box clone. Okay, and this is a different script. Was player. Pick up, so candle box clone. So I have to put clone to everything. Oof. I suppose, because it's gonna be clones, right? Okay, let's do something kinda weird. Dot vox like that. You are gonna replace for nope for dot vox clone like that. Clone capital C. Okay, let's see, 27 instances, so it can't be that bad, right? Let's see. Now I have to restart again. And also might as well just fix the text placeholder of the shop. That 160. Shop left where price. So I just make it bigger, longer. Middleware, right where 160. Okay, 160, 160. Yeah, looks alright. Okay. Great. And play. So let's see. So the sword's gonna work. I already tested that. Now I just need to avoid these guys. And come in. Alright, let's see. Can I did grab it, but it's not in my inventory. Why? Grrr, okay. So picked up magical shield box clone. Okay, so I had already done this before. I don't know why it's not going. Okay, so magical shield, right? I pick up the item, other game object.name. Pick up items. I destroy the item, so that's fine. Maybe here I need to do the same. Got it. So I suppose, right? Because everything's gonna be a clone. Everything's gonna be a clone, right? Okay, I suppose so. I can change it later. So in this is same idea. Replace everything. Master key clone. I should probably do these contains. Not really clone, right? For example, Triforce name contains. It should be if item name contains. Alright, let me see if it works like this. If it works like this, okay, but it should be more consistent. It should be contains, not really just match the full string, because that's more prone to errors. Okay, so clear. See what's going on. It's gonna go this way this time. Can I? Yes! And I lift it on top of my head, and I have it in my inventory, and I can use it. Now the key is not really gonna do much other than put it the counter here, and the shield should change my little shield to a big shield. Ho ho ho! Okay, so that's working now. And pew, it hits me. Okay, so that is okay. Now here, this guy, I cannot grab the rupee, right? Why I cannot grab the rupee? Suppose that this rupee is a special rupee. It's a rupee yellow shop rupee. Okay, Yeah, so I do not have the logic for a shop rupee, of course. And the thing is, there's even in the shop, there's gonna be two types of rupees. The rupee that, you know, you get from this moblin that will just increase your rupees, or there's gonna be the rupee from the gambling place, where it's 3 rupees, and the 3 of them is just like -1. So I need to make the distinction of what kind of joint am I. Am I in a cave with a friendly moblin, or am I in a pachinko casino, right? But the name is like this: Rupee Yellow Shop Vox clone. So what I can do is player. I do not need to lift it in the air. No, that doesn't happen. So if it's here, because I have yellow rupee here, pick up yellow rupee, blah blah blah. But if it's a particular rupee, maybe what I can do, if it's case hard container, and I'm looking for what? Tag. Oh, okay. In this case I was looking for tags, not the name. Okay, so maybe I can tag it different. This thing right now, this is loot. Loot. Huh. Okay, well in this case maybe because it's this rupee is special, right? We said this rupee is special. Where is it? This rupee, right? Rupee shop. Shops and caves. Okay. Forget it. Whoa. What's going on? Rupee. Magical sword. Wood also modeling. Yellow rupee prefab. Yellow rupee. Okay, so this is the prefab, right? So this is our special prefab, so to speak. Is a layer loot. I already have it. Yellow rupee shop as a tag. Yellow rupee shop. Right? Yellow rupee shop. What's gonna happen depends on where am I. So for example, maybe what I can do I have a shop manager here? Shop manager. So I don't have a shop manager from here, so I might need to call him. Okay, let's do that. So I need my player to talk to the shop manager that is active. So shop manager is here. So I need to set it up, and I'm gonna set it up right here. And on awake, can put her on start, but on awake. And let me see, player inventory here. No. This is it. Okay, so and then I need to make a case, like a new method right here. So for example, I know it's gonna be public, so I need to call it from outside. Void get shop rupee. And this thing is going to, okay, what I need to do is check type of rupee. If, you know, moblin rupee, then plus X amount of rupees to my total rupees. If casino, then implement casino logic. Okay. Okay. So let's imagine that is a moblin rupee. How do I know it's a moblin rupee? I suppose when I'm in such a place, the moblin merchant is spawned, you know, it's you get this it's a secret for everybody, it's gonna be there, so I could check, you know, it's so I'm just thinking what's the best way to do this. So it could be shops, there could be casinos, there could be this lucky rupee place, but there's also the unlucky rupee place where you have to pay to the guy as soon as you enter. It takes 20 rupees from you because you broke his door. No. I suppose, I mean, thinking easily, I could check what's saying, right? Because I cannot distinguish by the NPC, by the merchant, because the old guy can give you money, no, can take you money, or can be casino dude, but he's always gonna say different things here. For example, if it says let's play a money making game, then immediately you know it's a casino. I don't know, it seems kind of messy, but okay, let's just go with that for now. Let's see, so where is it? It's a secret to everybody. Where is it? It's a secret to everybody. Merchant speech, this, right? Let's just make a little case, a little if statement there. Rupee type. If merchant speech. Merchant speech. Merchant speech of text equals, it's a secret to everybody. Man. Then I know this is an assignation, so I need to do a double equal to make a comparison. So if that's the case, then you're gonna take X rupees to your total. How do I know how many rupees to take? Well, it depends on what the number is there, right? So for example, when I indicate that I was just now, okay, so I'm just gonna go again just to see what's what. Sorry, this just helped me think a little bit. There, coming here. Okay, so 30. That 30 is a number I need to increase. So, and that 30 is this one, which is Okay, it's canvas UI. Middleware price. Middleware price text. Okay. Middleware price text. Yep. All the way down. Then in player, I have the rupee plus logic already. It's actually quite simple. Counter text string. That's not it. Pick up yellow rupee. Oh, I suppose it's just that. Earn shop rupees. No, like earn special rupees. Bonus rupees. And then int bonus rupees. Rupees plus equals bonus rupees. Something like that. That's a text, so I need to change it to here. So essentially what I'm gonna do here is player earn bonus rupees. So I don't have a player, I suppose. I don't have much. Nope. Okay. Player. Oh, player's already here. I already have player assigned in the player. Ah, okay, so what I need to do is it's kind of different though, right? Okay, now I'm just gonna put it so. Ah, but it's in duplicated, so maybe rupees. So int parse earn bonus rupees. Yeah, so can destroy game object. So you erase, you remove the rupee, right? But you need to public you need to shop manager get shop rupee. Okay, so if I'm in a shop, you're gonna touch this, you're gonna call this method, then you're gonna destroy that rupee, and then here you're gonna check if the active text bubble is it's a secret to everybody, it means that it's a bonus rupee, right? So what you need to do next is just to check what is the amount of rupees that particular bonus rupees is, if it's 30 or 100, whatever, and then that store it in rupees to add, and then send it back to the player, where the player is able to increase their actual rupees, which is earned bonus rupees, something like that. I don't know, let's see, that's a bit of a workaround, so let's see if it works. So let's see if I can grab that 30 rupees, see what happens. No, not there. Here. Ah! Okay, I have 0 rupees and I cannot touch it because something's off. Hang on. This rupee is not like to be gotten. Why not? This rupee is a tag yellow rupee shop. Okay. Ah, yes, completely different. Because this is not even, yeah, it's a tag, not the name of the game object. And we said it was what? Rupee, no, yellow rupee shop. So it's even, the order is also wrong. Yellow rupee shop. Ah, let's try again. Let's see what's what. Secret to everybody. Ahahaha, look at that, 30. Now, I need to probably make the animation that just kind of scrolls the rupee or whatever, like just until you get 30. So I'll do that later, because right now I just want to wire things. I guess once you take the rupee, maybe you should disappear this, right? Wouldn't you say? Because it's kind of like strange. Ah, it's okay. That way you know how many you got. Because right now I know because I have 0. Yeah, why not? And because anytime, as soon as I leave, it's gonna be okay. So let's see, does that work in all of them? I should. So another place, I think it was 52, right? Let's see, let me go check my notes. I mean, I made them for a reason. Rupee 100, L7, 52, that's a big one. 52, and I'm here, so I need to walk all the way here without getting killed. I'm just gonna go get the sword. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. I am taking this. At some point I'm gonna fix the sword, because right now it's a machine gun, man. And it doesn't matter if I have not enough, like not full hearts, I still can shoot the beam. But you know, that's fun. I kinda like it. Yeah. Now where? Oh, maybe this one. So I'm just gonna be. I don't have the candle, nor I have had implemented yet the ability of the candle to burn things, to burn bushes, right? So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna move it a little bit. And then this one too, because I'm not sure which one is which anymore. Maybe this one. I never tested the stairs, to be honest. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Damn it! It's not. I cannot go in. Because why I cannot go in? Okay, yeah. Like I said, I haven't tested them. Okay, where is another? It's a secret to everybody. Place. I'm gonna get killed though. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that it works. And I'm gonna keep moving forward. Okay. Now, the casino might actually be quite interesting too. So I need to implement that. Right, so that's if it's a moblin, right? Good moblin, friendly moblin case. But it could also be that casino. And you know what? When you buy things, you also need to subtract rupees. So instead of earn bonus rupees, I just need to change rupee total. That way I can use it in both ways, to earn rupees and to subtract rupees, because essentially what it does is really simple. It's your rupees plus equals the bonus rupees, right? But if you buy the candle for 60, then instead of passing a 60, I'll just pass a minus 60, and this plus minus essentially subtract. So I think it's more appropriate to update update rupee total. I don't love the name. Update rupee total. But then I can use this same method for the casino in case I win or I lose. So if merchant speech text equals, let's play a money making game. This one, right? I'll know I'm in a I need to change my settings in VS Code. I don't like when the curly braces are like that. I like them like this, but I've been fighting that. Like, I know it's a setting somewhere, but I just have been too lazy to fix it. Okay, so what happens in the casino? In the casino, in NES, let me see. How to win money-making game in Zelda. Oh. Okay, so it's minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. Okay, so what does it say? Need to... where's the sound? Why there's no sound? Okay, so what this guy is saying? Oh my god, has to do with fire. What is the sound? I cannot hear it. Check on different. Nope. I don't know. So it just has to minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. Okay. And I guess, so you pay minus, you pay 10? No. ISO plus 50, plus 50, plus 20, plus 50. Oh god, man, where is the sound? Okay, anyway, let me try a different one. So what happens is that, yeah, so you walk into any of these rupees, and then you have, I don't know, maybe 30% chance to win 50 or to lose. What are the possible outcomes though? Like, I think there's two different kind of games on Zelda NES Casino. I don't know. Gambling here. Good thing this game is totally documented. There's so many good people putting all this together. Let's see. Upon entering the tree, all rupees are designated minus 10, meaning that the first move Link makes in the game will cost him 10 rupees. After the first move, however, the rupee value move further into the negatives or rise into positive. Oh, okay. So you have to pay 10 no matter what, right? And then you can either win or lose 40 or 20. Oh, is that it? Oh. Okay. So, okay, let me see. There's another explanation because it's a bit lacking. Because it goes into Breath of the Wild after that. Money making game here. Right. There will always be one prize that gives Link either plus 50 or plus 20, and two prizes that take away some of his rupees. One will always be minus 10, and the other has equal odds of being minus 10 or minus 40. Okay. Oh, okay. So essentially, you can only win one of the rupees. Will be the winning one, and you will either win 50 or 20. Sorry guys, I just need to understand how exactly this works. It costs 10 rupees to play. You'll either win 20 or 50 rupees or lose 20 or 40 rupees. It'll come down to RNG. If you're using... I mean... Okay, so... You can either win 50 or 20. Okay, so let me just take big notes of this. Just start making sense of all this. So, casino. You can win either 50 or 20 rupees. Only one rupee will be a winning rupee. However, you can lose 20 or 40. Or 40. Right? And did it say that it still costs you 10 rupees to play no matter what? Looks like it, right? Okay, so you're always gonna kinda like pay 10 no matter what. So if you don't have 10 rupees, you can't play. That makes sense. So it always costs 10 rupees to play. Meaning that if you lose 40, you in reality kind of wasted 50. And if you win 50, you in the end just get 40. Am I getting this correctly? I guess, right? Like, I mean, if it's not true, I guess it's okay. I can tweak the values later. But I think with this one, I have an idea of what can be. So, for example of winning values in the end could be like you end up with plus 50, and the other one would be minus 20 and minus 40. Example. Or you can end with once again minus 20, minus 40, and plus 20. But these are two kind of like plus. Let's put it here. Plus, minus. Is that all? Something's kind of off. Look, but once again, so I can just implement this now, and then later on I can tweak the values, as I said. So I'll just try and do it like these. Oh my god, I haven't done the randomizer in a while. Okay, so imagine that you enter to a shop like this. It's gonna be, let's see, you take a rupee, and I'm gonna give it like a 33% chance to win. Like, I don't know exactly the mechanics, how they implemented it there, so I'm just gonna say like it's gonna be 1 in 3 for you to win, to get the winning rupee. And then once you win, you're gonna have a 50-50 chance to get the plus 50 or the plus 20. See what I mean? So you walk into the casino, you grab a rupee, and then you have 1 in 3 for that rupee to be a winning rupee. You won. Now that you won, that rupee also has a 50-50 chance to be a plus 50 rupee or a plus 20 rupee. This is how I understand it, and this is how I can do it, like right now. If it doesn't work like that, which I'm sure I'll find an obscure YouTube video telling me like, no, by the way, you can actually have all these RNG and all these things, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, so then I'll just write down what I said. So the winning rupee per game has a 33% chance. 1 in 3 chances of being the winning rupee. A rupee has a single rupee, right? So only 1 rupee is gonna be the winning rupee. Once the player takes the winning rupee, there is a 50-50 chance to win 50 rupees or 20. Kind of sucks because if you win 20, you already had to pay 10. You only win 10 rupees, right? Oof. Okay. But if you lose a losing rupee, so because you can lose either minus 20 or minus 40. So once again, a losing rupee has 50 chance of being minus 40 or minus 20 rupee. Okay. I think that's pretty much it, right? So 1 in 3. No. 1 in 3. So let's see. Random range 0-3 int is winning rupee equals range 0-2 random Unity engine random. Unity engine. This one I don't need. Unity engine random. if is winning rupee equals 0, because it's 0, 1, 2, right? So you have, if it's a 0, what's happening here is essentially you're telling Unity, please generate a number between 0 and 2, including those two, right? So Unity is gonna do its thing and return you either a 0 or 1 or a 2. So what we're gonna do is, if 0 is always gonna be the winning rupee for us in our situation, so we're gonna assume that if you get a 0, then you won. It means you won. Now that you won, you're gonna do a further logic here. Int winning rupee amount equals winning rupee type, type, whatever. It's equals and Unity engine dot random range 0, 0 or 1. That means give me a 0 or give me a 1, 50-50. And if winning rupee type is equals, once again, 0, it's gonna be you won 50 rupees. Yeah, 50, but I don't need to write that. That's gonna be, it's gonna declare something here, int rupees won or lost, 0, and rupees won or lost equals 50. Else rupees won or lost equals 20. So if rupees 50-50, you won. Okay, but if you didn't win, you see, now we're in the other if. Else, right? If it's not the 0 winning rupee at this level, means that you lost, right? You lost. How much you lost? Once again, int winning this. Once again, I'm gonna do something like this. 0. It's pretty much the same. It's just instead of how many you won, is how many you lost. Oh my god. In this case, it's gonna be minus 40 or minus 20. I know this is not very clean, but I think it might work. I'll clean it up later. I need to refactor the whole code base anyway, so one day I'll get to that. Equals 0. What is the problem here? It's assigned but never used. Okay, yeah, I'm assigning a value. Yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is you're gonna update rupees total from player. Here, I had it here. Update rupees total. And instead of rupees to add, it's gonna be rupees won or lost. Oh my god, this thing, it's like auto formatting. I promise I'm gonna just hate that it has such an opinionated way to do this thing. And this one here, it's just kind of so many excess lines. I don't, sorry, just I know this is something that I need to save, and this closes this. And I need to close the full method so it doesn't complain anymore. And look at that, look what I did. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, doesn't matter, we're good. Does this make sense? So rupees won or lost, you start at 0, assuming that you're in a casino, right? And then int is winning rupee. You're gonna ask Unity to give you here, either give me a 0 or 1 or a 2 with the same probability. And then if out of those you get a 0, we're gonna make it seem like that's the winning one, right? That's the winning one. If you get a 1 or a 2, you lose. So if you're a 0, you won. And now that you won, you are gonna have a further 50-50 chance of what type of winning rupee it is. Right, so if you won, then if you get a 0 from this randomizing event, then you get the big rupee, the 50 rupee, right, which is the one you want. And if you get a 1, well, I mean, it's like a silver medal. You get just 20. And the same, if from this main randomizing event you get a 1 or a 2, so 66% chance of that happening. Okay, well, now hope that you get this 1 and not this 0, because with this 0 you're gonna get minus 40 rupees, and with 1 you get at least minus 20. Now to all this thing, you first need to pay minus 10 rupees. This is if this is correct. So if you're here, you first need to make sure you have 10 rupees. But I mean, for now, you'll see negative numbers in my rupees because I need to implement that. If you don't have enough rupees, then don't even be able to touch it. But I'll do that later. So I'm gonna pay first minus 10 rupees to play. So this is pay minus 10 rupees to play. That's independent of what happens after that. Okay. Is that it? Let's see. Hopefully it is. And then I promise I'll make it more clean and beautiful. Oh, player definition does not contain update rupees total. It's not accessible from... What do you mean? Ah, I changed the name. And I didn't save. Okay, now I saved. Errors go away. Shoo. Okay, now warnings. I can ignore those for now. Now, where is the casino? I think there is a casino right next to where I start. So here, if I remember correctly, let me just get the sword. So I can defend myself because of these guys. Alright, so let's see. Boop. And move out the scene. So you don't know what's going on. Okay, 0. I have 0 rupees, but I'll be able to do this because there's nothing preventing me to go into the negative. So maybe it's like a credit card system, something like that. So Link's gonna get in debt. Unless he wins big. So I'm gonna go maybe this one. What happened? Minus 50. Minus 50. So, damn. It worked because to end up with minus 50, it means that I lost 50. It means that I had like the worst case scenario, right? I lost 40 rupees, And also I paid 10 rupees. So check it out. So log. Okay, it works. But man, that luck. It says bad luck. Paid 10 rupees to play. So the moment you pay the 10 rupees, it's gonna say something here in the console. And then I'm gonna put you won 50 rupees. Yay. Happy face. And then here you won 20 rupees, which is not bad, but it doesn't deserve a yay happy face. And if you lose, you lost 40 rupees. That's very bad. That's a lot of money. Then it's like boo, sad face. And if you lose 20 rupees, just a boo, a sad face. I mean, you can make them up later. Okay. Now the strange things here is that nothing prevents Link from taking another rupee here. Now I updated the code, so I need to restart the game. Just so, okay. What? No, that's fine. Clear. Let's see. It's coming together. I like it. It's coming together. Finally starting to feel like, you know, all these moving pieces is turning into a playable game. Right, so which one? Last time we took the left one. Let's go with the right one. And let me clean the console. So here's where you'll see the messages. What happened? So pay 10 rupees and you won 50 rupees. And I end up with a net 40. I don't know if that's how it works in the game, because I thought when you win 50, you win 50. I need to check. But according to what I read just now, like we found like some websites that tell you what's up. That's what happens. Okay, now, like I said, nothing prevents me right now from taking another rupee. Eventually, what I need to do is once you play this game, you despawn the shop. So maybe I can do that, despawn the shop. I remember that happens when you buy something too. Link buys one item and it's like, hey, I bought it. And then the merchant and the other two items kind of disappear. If you enter the shop again, they'll be there again. But if you remember in the original game, they disappear. So maybe they're just kind of like avoiding this scenario where you can, in this case in particular, you can play another one. Because here, I guess it's the same. Because this rupee has a 33% of chance of winning. And this one too. So it's very strange. So another game. Pay 10 rupees and I won another 50 rupees. Yay. 80. Now, I don't think it matters that I won last time. They're not connected. They're different events. Yes, pretty sure. So let's see. Now let's take the other one. Pay 10 rupees and you lost 40 rupees. Boo. So I ended up with 30. So, you know, you should cut your losses, Link, and go home when you were ahead. But you know, it happens. You lost 40. It works. We have a functional casino. Link can go in debt to. Now, if oh, this guy's still there. The merchant's still there. It didn't despawn. You see what I mean? Oh, so maybe I haven't cleaned up the. Okay, now I'm gonna come here, look for the moblin. It's a secret to everybody, but does that mean that the merchant's still there? I need to despawn them. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. Okay. Okay. I need to despawn the merchant when I'm leaving the store. Despawn. Get shop rupee. Let me close that. Merchant text. Yeah, it's merchant prefab. Destroy. What is it called? Merchant prefab. No. Instantiate all merchant. I need to put it in a variable, I think. Or merchant prefab transform position. Merchant prefab. Can I put merchant prefab destroy? Or destroy merchant prefab? Is that gonna work? Like that? I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see if our merchants disappear when you leave the shop. Play. Right, so open from here. Moblin. Okay. He's gonna give me 30 rupees. Yes, that works. Now I'm gonna leave, and this merchant, I hope, disappears. No, he's still there. So that didn't work. If I come here, crash, because I destroyed. I know what I did. Yeah, I need a variable. So I destroyed that instance of the merchant and not just the merchant. Yeah. Okay. So this was not merchant dot game object. How about if I do that? Just the game object. Let's see. One second. Okay, so here, take the sword. Is the old dude's gonna disappear? No, he didn't. So it's gonna be the same problem, maybe. Yep. Problem that yeah. I think I need to. Yeah. I need. Every time I instantiate a merchant. And I think it's gonna be the same for items. Okay, so merchant prefab. Okay. Spawn merchant. And put it here in 58. This guy equals. And then the spawn merchant is what I want to destroy, not the full merchant. Spawn merchant. There. I don't know. If it works, it's just gonna work for the first merchant. So let's see what happens. Okay, so play. Let's see, so he's there. If I go out, he's gone. Okay. So that works. If I go back in, he's there. Okay, so that's gonna work. He's gone. I need to do the same for every merchant, but fear not. I think that I know how to have like a shortcut for that. Every time I say instantiate all merchant round ears, gonna do a replace instantiate all mentioned around ears. Replace for spawn merchants equals. Like that. Boom. Ah, damn it. Didn't work. Round ears. Yeah. All the way here. No. Spawn merchants equal. Let's put it to the comma. Copy. And then replace for the whole thing. Like this. Replace. Well, I mean, 58, it was gonna be an edge case. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. And now let me check. All men merchant, all women merchant. Okay, so that's gotta do the same thing. Gonna do this. You're gonna replace for spawned merchant equal like that. The spawn merchant, all merchant, and then the moblin merchant. Same deal. That you're gonna change for let me just copy paste. Let's avoid any typos. Like that. Okay, moblin merchant. Now you just need the actual dude merchant. Where is he? Him, green merchant. Okay. It's gonna be swapped for the same spawn merchant. Like that. Replace. Okay, that's pretty much it, right? It's the all man, all woman, moblin, and the merchant. That's pretty much the 4 of them. Good. Cool. Now let's one more time. Just one last check. One last check. So now I can get the items. Now the items should actually pretty much similarly take the money that they're supposed to be worth. Haven't done that yet, so we can do that. Just let me do one last check with the merchants appearing and disappearing as they should be. So I'm gonna come here. It's gonna be this guy. Yay, thanks for the sword. Go, he's disappeared. Now I'm gonna come here to... This is the merchant, right? Yeah, this is the dude, the green dude. Gonna get the key. Gonna get this thing. I'm gonna get this thing. All for free. This is the last time he's gonna be getting shit for free. Out. He's disappeared. Perfect. And if I go in again... Look at that. It's all there again. Can I get another candle? What happens if I get 2 candles? Oh, the candle did disappear. What happens if I get... No, I guess I have 3 keys now. And I have another shield. So how many shields do I have? I see. I think I need to do the same because look, I come out, the items are there. So I did need to despawn the items too. And then if I come here, it's gonna be the moblin. And as you can see, the items are still here, which they should not be here. But that's to be expected because we haven't fixed that yet. I got 30 rupees. I can kill the merchant. Oops. I can kill the moblin because he is coming from an enemy prefab. So I just removed his ability to walk and his ability to attack, like to do any AI moblin related stuff. But he can be killed because he has the collider. It's okay. I shouldn't be able to kill him because he's cool. He just gave me some shit. Okay, so yeah, it's working. So now let's just play some money making game. Boom. Minus 12. I lost 40 rupees. Boo. I had it coming, but I cannot kill this guy. He's not hittable because he's not coming from an enemy. But in the game, actually, I think it's only in the dungeon. If you hit the guy, the fireballs here start shooting fire at you, so he attacks you back indirectly. Oh man, it's getting there. It's getting there, guys. Let me see. Let me now go around, see if I can collect items. I'm just gonna do a little victory laps here with my trusty. Look, next thing I need to do as well is this. I should be able to burn this tree and reveal that stair, but it doesn't work right now. But it will eventually. We're getting there, right? But man, it's been 5 months that I started. Every day I've been doing stuff about this game. It's taking its time. It's surprisingly, everything takes longer than you expect. New heart container. Triforce. Oh, the bow is. I know why. I know. I need to fix that. So the name is wrong. I need to be more flexible in my names of items so I can actually get them. And then I'm just gonna come here and what? I changed the camera, and before the camera was kind of like looking at you from the back, and I think in some cases it was a lot better. Like here, when you can see the enemies in front of you. So the camera also needs some tweaking. It's tricky because camera sucks, man. I think I need to do like a secondary stick input so you can rotate the camera however you want. I already did that like a long time ago, that you can play this game with a controller. I just need to make sure that it works. So it's probably gonna be possible to play with keyboard, but it might be way easier with a controller. Okay, well, I mean, we did a lot of progress tonight. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you. I saw up to 20 people joining tonight. Thank you. I hope you enjoy. I hope you maybe learn a little bit of something. If you don't know how games are made, this is one way to make games. This is kind of what goes behind. We did some a bit of logic, some cleanup, some wiring things, how things on the back end work. And how on the front end work as well, like where do you place your things, your entrances. And Hyrule, it's coming along nicely. I'm hoping that by the end of the year, the full out world is gonna be functional and completed. And then next year, I want to get into the dungeons. So the goal is that by summer next year, the whole game is gonna be implemented as much as possible, as close as possible to the original game, right? So yeah, it's still work in progress, but I'm really happy with what we got so far. So if you're interested and you want to keep looking into this journey and see where I'm at, follow me on my social network. It's like all there in the links, and subscribe, do the whole YouTube thing so you don't miss another episode. And I'll see you next time. This is Carlos, and have a good one.